think of summer as fun times, pool parties, vacations, and no school. Well, for many in Tulsa, no school means a lack of reliable food source for especially those breakfasts and lunch that they get at school. So Bridget Wunsch is with me in studio today with the food bank to talk about how you can help. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's establish the issue that you're tackling, Bridget. How many kids in Tulsa roughly are going to be going without food, if not for you in your programs? What's kind of that food scarcity situation like?
So 1 in 4 kids in Oklahoma are food insecure and can possibly be going to bed hungry every single night. So a big source of food for them tends to be the meals they get at school. So once summer comes along, that's when they lose that source, and that's where we come in, where we try to supplement for that with our summer feeding program. And we have sites all around Tulsa, all around eastern Oklahoma. We go to many rural counties as well, where we set up little serving sites, and kids can come and get lunch or breakfast or snack or whatever set up at the time. And we just try to supplement the best we can.
The summer feeding program, tell us a little bit more about that. Do you try to partner with schools? Do you do it kind of by yourself under the food bank banner? How do you kind of work this program so you can reach as many of the 77 counties as you can?
Absolutely. So most of the school programs have their own separate programs with summer feeding. So we try to partner with different organizations, libraries, YMCAs, nonprofits, churches, just anything you can think of really. And we're always accepting new sites as well. So we try to reach as many as we can. I think we have about 35 sites right now, and we're aiming to have 45 to 50 by the end of the summer.
What kind of volunteer army do you need to pull this off? Because it sounds like an incredibly complex and large operation. What's the volunteer situation now, and where would you like it to be?
Absolutely. I mean, we have amazing coordinators and volunteers in place at many of our sites already, but we're always looking for volunteers specifically for our libraries in Tulsa. The main thing they would be doing would be serving the kids, just hanging out with them a little bit, making sure they're eating the food that they're given and getting all the nutritional requirements they need. So yeah, we are always looking for volunteers, and just okfoodbank.org. You can sign up, and we'd love to have everyone. We 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, are always looking.
And I would imagine with inflation and food prices, everybody knows about the grocery prices and everything.
Absolutely.
I'd imagine that this can be a challenge, running a summer feeding program with 8% inflation at this point.
No, absolutely. It's been a little wilder this summer for sure with how everything's been set up. I've mostly been working this program through COVID, so it's been a wild ride altogether. But yeah, it's a new challenge every summer. So that the volunteers that we do get really do make a huge difference.
The last question, and we have some video of this, was we were covering this last week. The United Way Day of Caring Food and Blood Drive. This happened last Friday, and it's the United Way focusing on people giving blood and donating to food banks. How was that for you to have that focus? Because United Way Day of Caring is much more broad, but this is a focused thing.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Tulsa United Way is an amazing nonprofit, and we love that they partner with us. Food and blood are such big things that need to be donated, and it's always amazing to see the community come out and tangibly volunteer and see that they can help their community as well. So it's always an amazing event, and it's great to be able to interact with the community, and we're always so thankful not only for United Way but for everyone that came out and gave blood and donated food.
It was just the 3rd year for that Food and Blood Drive. Day of Caring has been going on for many, many years, but they will continue the Food and Blood Drive focus in the future. So the last question here, if there's someone out here who's saying, okay, so I want to volunteer, but I don't know if I'm qualified, I don't know if I have time. What's the time commitment for a typical volunteer with the summer feeding program?
It's about an hour. It's just going to be one serving time.
So
it's usually, yeah, or I mean, you can sign up for 1 day a week. You can sign up one time for an hour on a random Wednesday, and we would love that. We just love to get as many people in Tulsa involved, and I think we've gotten a lot of feedback that they feel the impact they're having with the community when they're really there, like serving the kids and really in the thick of things.
One more time, how do people sign up today to volunteer and help get kids fed during the summer?
Yeah, okfoodbank.org. There's a volunteer tab on the far right side. It's a pretty simple application, and it'll kind of show you like exactly the volunteer opportunities we have. And yeah, our summer feeding program is always looking for library volunteers, so we'd love to have you.
Oh, that'd be fun. Well, Bridget Wunsch with the Community Food Bank of Eastern Oklahoma, we thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.